everybody, RetroSetJoe here. Today I'm going to show you the clock mod for the Super Game Boy. What this does is fixes the timing of the Super Game Boy so it actually plays the games at the proper speed. For the reasons we're changing this, Super Game Boy is not allowed to be used for any kind of speed running. And it changes the sound of the games most noticeably up a little bit because it's running the games faster because they use the Super Nintendo's clock instead of the Game Boy clock. So, let's get into this. All right, so here it is. You're gonna need a Gamebit driver. One of these, you can get a set of these for like, I don't know, $4, $5 on Amazon. Important thing to have for doing these types of games. Optional solder sucker to suck solder. You'll need a soldering iron. This is mine. It's an old Radio Shack one that I need to upgrade. And most importantly, the clock mod itself, which is really well sealed in there. I'm gonna have to cut this out. It's funny, I see these mods on the internet, these chips, and then I get them in the mail and it's like, these are way smaller than I expected them to be. So there it is. It's very tiny. My camera doesn't want to autofocus. See if I can fix that real quick. Nope. Alright, well, we'll just have to deal with it. Okay, so first things first, disassemble the unit. 4 screws on the front. There we go, the front pops right off like that. Simple enough. Then you have to take out these 2 screws, which require a very small Phillips head screwdriver. Very careful, these screws always strip out really easily if you're not careful. For the record, the chip we're installing, I got off of Tindy from a creator named Benjamin Whitman. It was $15. It was $18 total shipped. Good price to pay to get things playing well. So, here it is. This is the Nintendo chip. There are a few pieces you have to remove. Right here, it's next to R1, and then these 2 guys right here, which are R7 and or C15. R7, C15. So, to do that, take your iron. Another good thing to have is a wet rag or a sponge for this. I lost the sponge for my soldering iron. But it makes cleaning the tip really easy. Oh yeah, you're gonna need some solder too. Where is mine? Over here. Alright. So, best way I found to do stuff like this, take a little solder on the tip, like that. And I'm gonna try and do this so you guys can see. Put it right against the piece and boop, that's it. That's all it took. All it took. Popped it right off. Oh, I don't even know where it went. Oh, I see it. Just a little guy. Pop that in there. And then there's 2 more. The C15 down here. Get right off. Don't recommend touching your soldering iron. There you go. Okay, you just take the iron and push it against pieces like that. Pop right off. We got it in there. Honestly, I'm not sure where it went. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, they're all in there. Okay, so we're good. So, again, clean your tip. So, the board should look like this before you install the new bits. If you want to clean up the solder that's left over, I suggest it. In fact, that's what we're gonna do right here. Grab our solder sucker. Again, that piece there, these two little guys on the bottom right corner, R7, C15, R1. Pull them all off. You don't want them on there. Now, this is the fun part. So there's 4 points you got to connect on this. You're going to want it this way, face up, so the little microchip's facing up, and this is going to be to the left. It sits right in here like this. Right in there like that. And you solder it to C5. Both these sides on that one piece you removed, and then this square. It's not that bad. Not that bad. So the first thing you want to do is get this thing sort of lay level. It'll make your life a lot easier. If you stick a little like towel or something under the bottom half of it, it'll kind of keep it from sliding around when you're working on it. So let's get this in a position. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're going to solder the one on the right first because there's already an existing piece there. And it'll just be easy. So take some flux. This stuff. Should have this if you're going to do this type of stuff. It's cheap. Makes your life a lot easier. Doesn't take much. A little bit. And that'll be enough to hold it in place so you can do the rest of your work, which is nice. All right, so now we're gonna do these 2 points here. 1 and 2 that were connected to the one component that we removed. Just like that. Just like that. Nice. I really wish this camera would focus so you can see. Well, I just did that there. Last but not least, this little square piece. Again, take a little flux, stick it in that corner, and then grab your solder. Just like that. It's a very simple mod. That's all there is to it. And now we can put it back together. So, as you can see here, there's this point here on the corner I did, these 2 points here, and then this one on the end. And that's all you got to do. So, while you have it apart, this is why I said have a toothbrush handy. If I said that, I think I said that. Let's clean it up. Let's make it look nice. A little bit of alcohol. Put it on your brush. And just give it a little scrub. Clean it up. Give it the attention it deserves. Let it know that you love it. Should be ready to put her back together now. Turn off your iron. Always turn off your soldering iron. I've left mine on before, and it's scary when you do that. Just admiring my work before I put it back together. Alright, so grab the bottom of your case, drop this in face first. Like so. That. Before you put the top back on, get these little Phillips head screws. 2 of them, I hope. And your little Phillips head screwdriver. And make sure to put them back in these holes. Because you don't want to put it back together and then be like, oh no, I forgot these screws. And I totally didn't do that before recording this part. It's not what that jump cut was for, I promise. Definitely didn't have this all the way back together and forget these 2 screws. I'm excited to look back through the footage of this and really hear the difference and see the difference. Pop this back in here like so. Take these guys, drop them in their holes, respective holes. And screw them back in. Again, this is a very simple mod. If you're looking to get into game modding and console modding, I'd start here. You can pick up a Super Game Boy for $15 to $25 on eBay usually. Or look on Facebook Marketplace. I find a lot of retro stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And the mod chip itself's $15. $19 after shipping. And then you've got yourself a Super Game Boy that works the way it was originally intended to. And that's pretty cool. So, now we're going to button this up to put it back in the system. See what happens.
Alright, so first things first, on the left side and in your left ear you have after the clock mod was performed, and on the right side and right ear you have before. They don't line up quite yet, but there's one frame right here where they line up together, and from here on out you can see how before clock mod speeds ahead. As you can see, the right hand side is moving quicker than the left hand side. The music also is higher pitched because it's faster. What this mod does is restores the original audio and speed of the game. As you can see, it progressively gets worse too. So what that means is in the last 47 seconds, this game has gotten that many frames ahead. Almost an entire second before the clock mod. Now right here I hit the pause screen, and again these should sync up for a minute, and almost immediately you can hear your right ear speeding ahead of your left one. Alright, let's go on to a different game, Pokemon Silver. These synced up right at the beginning. And again, you'll be able to see and hear the difference in how quickly it was going before the clock mod. Again, it's almost a second behind already, not even a minute later, which is why this was never allowed in speedrunning. And right here I hit the start menu to go to the menu, and again it'll resync back up there, but you can hear almost immediately how quick your right ear goes.
There you have it, the Super Game Boy clock mod, and I'm impressed. It really made a big difference in how the game plays and sounds. Don't forget to check out the creator. I will link it in the video description. Also, don't forget to check out the social media links in the video description. And you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/RetroSetJoe. every Monday through Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, bye-bye.